Okay guys, we're going to go over a squad builder for you today. It's going to be about 3 million, but you can reduce it to 1.5 million, 1 million. I'm going to give you some alternate players that you can use and bring it all the way up to 8 million as well. So you can just adapt this for whatever budget that you do have. We're going to start with a 4-3-3. Now I know so many of you guys are anti-playing players of chemistry. So we're really going to put in players here that have got chemistry. I mean, personally speaking, you'll see a lot of pros who name on one chemistry. I would do the exact same thing. He's that good. But we're going to start off on Son. One of the best cards I've used. He's so cheap right now. I have him literally on 2-3 on my accounts. He's so good. The reason what makes him good is he's got the 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. But when you put a hunter on him, he's got the finesse shot plus trait. This is what makes those players feel exceptionally good. Yeah, he's got quick step and rapid, but I ignore that. The finesse shot trait is all you need. You legit hit a finesse with this guy, it goes in anywhere. Why? It's because look at it. He has a combination of the curve. You can see the curve, the finishing, the shot power, long shots. That is what's very, very important. To be honest, there's not that many players that do have that combination. If you do look over here to Footbin, we look at someone like Son, there isn't that many other left mids. You can go here, you quickly go see. Even with the finesse shot trait, you do have, for example, Morgan. We know we've used Morgan a couple of times as well. But there's only a handful of players that have this. One other player has it as well that we're probably going to give you a quick sneak peek we're going to add in. Salah is the other alternative player which you might have in as well. You're going to see that very, very soon. But it's only a few players that Liao, that new card has it. Is it worth it? Probably not. And then we have Al Jabir, and that is pretty much it. And of course Griezmann, but I do believe Griezmann is a bit too slow. Then we're going to move over to the right-hand side. We've gone with Hansen. Now, what you can do is you can put Salah here. She's going to get full chemistry as well. You can put Salah here as well. Salah, the good thing about Salah is that Salah has the finesse shot plus playstyle, but Salah's at the 5-star skill move. So you have to make this decision. If you haven't got the budget, go ahead and put Salah here. But for 800k, I think she's one of the best players. You see a lot of the pros. In fact, I think almost every pro is using a high medium. And she has that Trivela playstyle. Very, very important if you're doing those Trivelas outside the box. Finesse shot, technical, flair, and first touch. The lacks the balance. I'd probably still go with the hunter with her. The reason why, because she's still got very, very good curve. And she got very good long shots as well. So if you're looking for another finesse shot abuser or someone that can shoot long shots outside the box, her or Salah would be a good alternative. You could always go with a cheap Dembele here, but they're not going to be able to do that kind of finesse shots. Or you could go with a Griezmann. But we're going to put her in. Next, we're going to put Aitana. We're going to come back to the strike in a second. Aitana is very, very similar to Bellingham, but they're both different players. She's very good. She's got a technical playstyle plus finesse shots, incisive and ping pop is important, and tiki-taka and first touch. These four are probably the most important one for midfielders. Forget this press proven. I told you always, it's a waste of time. But these are the ones that are very, very effective. And they should buff that press proven in a patch or something. But she has everything that you need. The only thing I would say down is a kind of bum about her that she does lack the defensive awareness. So I'm putting a shadow on her. She's more of a box to box. This is more going to be a setup where it's more of a box to box. But you could always put someone like De Jong, someone that's more defensive here. If you want someone more attacking, someone like Bellingham is a really, really good option as well. Bellingham she's got better finishing than Bellingham. That's the main thing. So going forward, she's a much better finisher. But Bellingham as a centre mid, he's got much better defensive stats. So if you're looking more of a box-to-box, then Bellingham is definitely the person to go with. Next to in the middle, we have a couple of options here. I put Essien. Essien is one of my favourite CDMs inside the game. You can reduce the price even more if you want to. He's got the Jockey Playstyle Plus. Again, one of the few players. I think Ashley Cole has it. We all know Koundé has it, one of the best centre-backs inside the game, and you're going to see that as well. Probably one of the best CDMs inside the game because the fact is he brings chemistry. It's hard. Don't forget, chemistry gives a one league link to every league. So that's the benefit they have to a league of icons this year. With the shadow, with the Jockey Playstyle Plus, I think he's one of the best centre mids. You can go with a Rijkaard or someone even cheaper. You do have Lahm as well, but realistically, with these cards, you're really playing for that Playstyle Plus. I'd rather have, a tiny bit less pace here. Yes, you lack the agility and balance and maybe the passing, but the short passing and long passing, which is the most important, and defensive awareness and Jockey Playstyle Plus, I think he's really, really good. You could also go with a Valverde here. This is kind of the other card you can go with as well. Valverde. Now, Valverde, I think is he overpriced? Probably not. I think with a shadow, he's one of the best centre mids, box-to-box CDMs inside the game. As I said, it depends on how you want to play. If you want, you could put De Jong next to Aitana and then put someone like Llorente here if you want to. But we've gone like this. And then next we're going to put one of the best midfielders inside the game. The reason why we're playing a 4-3-3, by the way, in case you're wondering, is because she can play anywhere. If you put a Hunter on her, she can definitely play that cam role in the 4-2-3-1. So you can put Valverde and Aitana at centre mids and move her to cam. You can play in a 4-2-2. I've even played her in second striker. She can play anywhere. This first touch playstyle is the most underrated. There was a meta that came out that I released on Twitter. It was a pinged pass like Stanway to someone who's got a first touch playstyle. She can do everything. Yes, you can put a shadow on her. She can do a defensive job as well, but not the best because defensive awareness doesn't really bring it up that much. I think when the defensive awareness is that low, just forget about it. There's no point trying to bring it up. But with a Hunter, 99 finishing, 90 shot power, 89 long shots, very good passing, and of course she does have everything you want. Lacks a Trivela, but she has a finesse shot. So if you are going to use a finesse shots, she's definitely the card to go. 5'8", 5-star, 5-star. Pretty much speaks for herself. Then we're going to go more towards the defensive line. We're going to go with Walker, probably the best right back inside the game. There isn't really any other better right backs here, I would say. Go with an anchor on him. You might see some pros go with a shadow. That's just for the acceleration. And something that I probably even considered as well. But anchor would be, in theory, the better overall one. I think a very, very good card. There isn't that many good right backs in the game this year. You do have some other options, unless you're going really icon level. But realistically, there isn't really that much. Kunde, I think he's a centre back, and this card is a fraud. Just get the gold card. Cancelo is the only other option, but he's much more expensive. He lacks the sprint speed. So unless your positioning is 10-10, you really can make up for it. Realistically, you have Lamptey. Di Lorenzo is one of the best right backs as well. He's got very, very good defensive awareness. Probably one of the best. If you want a card that can play centre back, Di Lorenzo's got that. But you can always go with the cheaper one. You can go with the Kimi. You can go even to another cheaper card as well. You could even go with a Lorente here as well if you want to save your budget. But the pace is the most important thing. Next, we put Kunde, probably the best centre back inside the game. I says is day one. I would say top 3 at least top 3 in my opinion. He's probably one of the best gold centre backs inside the game. There's only one person that can contend with him, and he's going to be the other centre back. With his sprint speed, I think he's very, very good. I think I checked this, but I think there's still every pro is in Kunde anyway. It's just that good. Slide tackle, quick step, and jockey playstyle. Quick step is kind of important because, like, you get accelerate faster and explosive. But if you're running back, quick step could be important for a centre back up against someone using quick step as well. Something I've realised a lot more recently. But definitely shadow on him. Jockey playstyle plus. If you're struggling with defending, put this guy in your team. Change your defending. If you can't defend with this guy, that's how you know you can't defend. This guy is basically like a cheat code. He's literally like a cheat code. It just makes defending so much more easier and seamless. Next, we've got BVD, the card that no one can literally get past, honestly. You put a shadow on him. He's amazingly good. 6'4", jockey playstyle, aerial, perfect when you abuse player locks on the corners. To get past him, it's a nightmare. Although he lacks acceleration, he makes up with the jockey playstyle, and he's just a tank overall, real tall. I think this might be the best setup at duo combination, unless you go with Capita. You can put Rolfo here if you want to, but we're not going to put her there. Mendy's a really, really good card. You can put a shadow on him and you got an exceptional good card because he can go forward very, very well. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. Good passing, good physicality. Can do everything. I've even tried him in centre back with a high work rates. He actually works very, very well. Again, you go with the Cancelo. There's not that many left backs either. You do have the Cunha. Ashley Cole is the Playstyle Plus version, but he's very, very expensive. Unless you're talking about the cheaper ones, you haven't really got that much. You can go with Karch or you can go with Batcher. Sonia is a really, really good cheap option. You have Theo Hernandez, which is more of a defensive option. And then you have Davies. And that is pretty much it. So you can always reduce that. If you're looking for a Premier League one, left backs, you're kind of stuck. You can go with Lamptey, but go with Rolfo. If you haven't got the coins, go with Rolfo. They're shillings to Hansen, Aitana, and Alexia. That's the way that I will do it. Goalkeeper, we're going to go ahead and put Alisson in. I think Alisson is a very, very, very good goalkeeper. He's got some few things that I like. That he's got the far throw, cross claim, and rush out. I wish he had footwork. You could go with Edison, but in the element of keeping chemistry as high as possible, because I know a lot of you guys are still obsessed with 3 chemistry, even though it's all about base stats, and that goes in there. And then that's why I say it's a 3-mil squad. You can go with Dalglish. Now this is the thing, this is how the players get chemistry, you see. So all I got to do here is go with like Lee, and then we can go with Liga like that, and you can see everyone here gets chemistry. Only War gets off chemistry, but that is it. Now here you can use whoever you want. You can use Dalglish. If you want a cheaper budget, you can use Zola. Realistically, Sun should be his play striker. Zola is actually a really good card. Finesse shot playstyle plus as well. If you look for someone else who's got the finesse shot playstyle, he can actually get the job done alongside him. So it'll only cost you about 3.5 mil. You can go with R9. You can go with Ham, which in my opinion is my favorite card in the game. I've used it unbelievable. By the way, 5-star, 5-star. What a card. Better than R9? Maybe. I'd probably say, in my opinion, she is. You can go with a Hawk or a Hunter. I'd probably suggest a Hunter just to get her pace to 99. We know we've always wanted a Eusebio card that's got good agility and balance. Eusebio had good agility and balance, but never had 5-star, 5-star. The thing with Cruyff that Cruyff never had is never had that agility and balance. She has everything. She has the stamina as well. She has everything. She's a bit shorter, of course, naturally, but that's the benefit. She has everything. Good stamina, amazing strength, very good passing. She can play anywhere. Again, if you want some other cheap strikers, that you want players that can move, not Roy Keane, Robbie Keane. Robbie Keane is a very, very good card as well. If I can even, have I spelled his name wrong? I'm trying to find him anyway. It looks like I can't find. Let's improvise here. Strikers. You should be here. You got Haaland, which I wouldn't really recommend using. You got Tevez as well. Tevez is actually not a bad card. Robbie Keane, did I spell his name wrong? I just didn't load. Tevez is actually not a bad card as well. But he's just 3-star weak for. He's just more of a okay card. Keane. 4-star, 4-star, very good card. I would say Hunter. I'd probably say here. You can play alongside Son up front with striker with a good agility and balance. So you got a lot of variety. You can kind of tune this down. You know, you can replace Valverde with a De Jong, bring it down a little bit more. Aitana with De Jong or Llorente. Alexa you don't have to use. You can use a Bellingham instead. You can use, instead of using a Koundé, you can use Rudiger. You have to use VVD. You can use Saliba. And that can basically make the team even under a million coins, about 500k. So that is a squad builder for kind of all budgets. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's like a pro level, rank 1 level, I would say. Real meta one. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.